I have this device for almost 1 month. Let's discuss about it and let's see pluses and minuses, and let's create a different video this time, because every time when I open a video on YouTube with this device, Galaxy Note 10 Plus, this case Exynos model, I will see the same text in different video. Basically everyone will talk about specs, camera, this cutout, and how good is this device. Let's create something different this time, because we have a different device on the market and it's unique. No one will present it like this, because they basically either they don't understand it or they don't use it. They just create that review and that's it. They will come here and they will say, my daily driver. I really hate those words. This is my daily driver. No, this is my smartphone. I use it every day and I really like it. I don't make a review just to put here some video with a device that I don't use. No, this is my device, and after 1 month this is a different review with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. I won't discuss about the cut hole, the specs. You already know the specs. I won't discuss about, as I said, about this cut hole here, this black hole, or how you want to call it, because it's real sexy, it's unique, and I bet that you have devices right now with notches here and you are watching this video on them. So how can you say a cut hole like this or a black hole like this is not okay when all other devices have notches on the market? It's all about preferences. If you like it, buy it. If not, choose another one. You have a lot of devices on the market and they are very good. Okay, the specs, you already have them in a previous video. I have 2 videos with this device and you have more details there about this one. In this video, let's discuss about what you can do on this device and what is my experience after 1 month. So with this device you can do anything. For example, I take pictures, I take videos. I like 4Ks at 60 frames per second. I use those videos on my YouTube channel because all my Nintendo Switch games are recorded with this device. You will ask why? Because it's a very good camera and I like it. It's very fast and I can use this screen to control the brightness, the focus, so it's very easy to interact with that video when you record it. And the quality in 4K 60 frames per second, it's fantastic. It's astonishing. It's way beyond anything. And keep in mind that every video that I record with that TV, it's here in this room, indoor, without light, only that TV it's on, and I create those amazing quality videos with these cameras. So the camera is fantastic. If you are a medium photographer, even a pro, you will create something way beyond anything if you know what you are doing. Even if you are not even if you don't know what you are doing, this device will create amazing pictures. So the camera, go with it. It's one of the best anyway if you are asking something like this. If you are one of those people who will compare this device with this and they will zoom on the picture to see, I don't know, some details, if this icon has more details on the side than on the here in this picture than in the other picture, well, no, there's no device for you. You will not be content with any device on the market. I have friends, every year they complain about those their devices. I don't know why they are buying them, because they see only the negative aspects in them. You won't find a perfect device, but for me, this one, Galaxy Note 10 Plus, it's the most complete and For that, I will call it perfect at this moment. Next year, the next model will be the perfect model for that year, I know, but this is the reality, and devices are evolving. For now, you will get a great experience with the best display on the market. Many will fail to understand the qualities of this display. This is, in my opinion, the best display on the market. You have some settings for it, and keep in mind that even if you don't have 120 Hz refresh rate on this device like on Asus ROG2, this is still the best in my opinion. You won't need that 120 Hz refresh rate at this moment, because I don't want to enter in this discussion. Anyway, keep in mind that that device has this resolution, this screen, full HD. Galaxy Note 10 Plus, it's way beyond over that. Basically, you will have shortly, let's call it a 2K screen. I like it in this way. WQHD Plus. It's HDR10 Plus ready. Everything will look astonishing here, and surprise, now the camera is capable to shoot with HDR Plus, so you will be able to record videos with the HDR10 Plus applied. When you share them, either you will share them with HDR10 Plus applied, or your device is capable to convert them to normal quality, let's call it in this way, for other devices that aren't HDR10 Plus ready. So when you share that video, either you can choose share it in original way or convert it for normal devices, because this is not a normal device and this is not a normal review. Great screen. Anyway, so a fantastic screen with high specs, and everything will look so vibrant and so beautiful on it. I don't have any minuses at this for this screen. My experience with the camera, I told you, it's great for medium, for pros. You can take 4Ks at 60 frames per second. You can take HDR10 Plus videos. They will look astonishing on a HDR10 Plus display, obviously. Also on other devices they will have a crisp details, and they will look amazing. Too much beautiful words related to this phone. I have a huge negative aspect. After 1 month, this device wasn't in the sand. It was very well protected, but I have some scratches on it. This Gorilla Glass on it looks very fragile to me. I will post a picture. I don't know if you are able to see them here. Let's approach this. I don't know if you will see them here in this video, but I have some scratches here on the back. I know you will ask, why don't you use a cover, a protection, a plastic on it? I don't like plastics. When you pay 5% of the phone's value on a plastic or on a case, it's not good. It's still a plastic. You will pay that advertise and beautiful words and beautiful video that you see on YouTube with that case, but a case will look bulky, will take you this experience when you touch this device, this metal and this glass, and you won't have the same experience. I know you will protect that device, maybe it will fall, maybe it will survive, but in the same time this device without any protection, maybe it will fall, maybe it will survive too. But my experience with a device for which I paid more than 1000 euros, it's this. I have to touch it. If I cover it in a plastic, then why I am buying it to hold a bulky device in a plastic case? No, it's not for me. Maybe for others, I don't know. I never liked the cases, screen protectors. With a screen protector, you won't have the same experience on this device when you will do this on the screen. The S Pen won't work the same. With this device, as I said, you can do anything. You can do video editing from moment zero to the final moment when you will upload that video and you will use it. You have applications for everything, for video editing, even the native application for it, for videos and for photos. Even those applications are fantastic, and they will cover more than 90% of the features that you will ever need for a video. For anything else, you can find either other applications in market, and this S Pen is the real reason why anyone will buy this smartphone, because no other device has something like this. This year we have a huge advantage related to the battery. You can use it more time outside from the phone than the S Pen from the Note 9, for example. You have gestures, but I don't use them. I believe I tried them when I bought this device, so the S Pen will work flawlessly in everything. I don't know what else. Maybe you will have some questions. Please write some questions below, and I will make another video and I will explain something else from this device. The battery is huge. It will last the entire day. It depends what you will do with this device. Gaming, video editing, video shooting, it depends. The life of the battery will depend on that. So don't expect to have 8 hours of screen if you are shooting 4K, for example. In my previous video I posted a screenshot with the battery for Note 10 Plus Exynos, 8.5 hours of screen usage. That screenshot was from another device from one of my friends, and so the battery, you will understand, it's great on this device. Basically 4300 milliamp hours battery. It's huge. You have super fast charging, you have reverse charging for other devices. So if you want to charge, for example, this smartwatch, here, just put it here and it will charge. Also you can charge anything else that has wireless charging, as long as not your Tesla car or something like this with wireless charging, if it has wireless charging. So fingerprints, not the fingerprint scanner. Immediately I will go there. Many will complain, well, my device, it's dirty. When I put my fingers here, I leave many fingerprints. If you will eat a hamburger in this moment and after that you will work with your device, it's normal to have your fingerprints here and to paint it with your fingers. But if you are clean on your fingers, you won't leave anything on it like this. But if you are sweating, if you are eating, and after that you are using your device, it's normal. You will cover it with fingerprints. It's perfectly normal. You will have grease on your fingers. So face unlock is working fantastic. I use it more than 95%, something like this, 90% of during a day. The fingerprint scanner, so it's very fast here. I use it sometimes when I take my device and I don't look at it. I use it most of the time I use the face unlock because it's fast, and it doesn't matter if it's outside in sun, if it's dark, if it's full dark in the middle of the night. This face unlock will work. Sometimes in phone calls you will see here next to the camera, you will see here a dot, something blinking, something like this. In my first days with this device, when I saw this LED, let's call it like this, um, next to the camera, I was worried. Well, it's nothing wrong. It's a sensor under the screen, and you will see it working when you are in a phone call like this, and you remove the phone like this, and you will see it here. Let's try it. It's better in this way. I don't know if it's there on the screen, if it's visible or not. I tried. Hey. It's very easy to call someone to do something on this device, even if you don't touch this screen. Just say my name. Hey Bixby. And it's here. How is the weather today in Bucharest?
I need your permission to continue.
Okay, proceed. Even if my questions wasn't fully pronounced, Bixby knows what I want.
It's sunny and 17 right now. There is a high of
It
29
works.
and a low of 17 today.
Everything you want to do on this device you can do with Bixby. Bixby has evolved, and compared with the first generation this year with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, Bixby indeed it's one of the best personal assistants. I know many will use Google Assistant, but I don't use it. In my country, it doesn't have all the features. If you are buying, for example, a speaker with Google Assistant or with Alexa, you won't have all the features. That's another discussion. Anyway, I started with Bixby from the first generation, and now after all those updates, I will say Bixby at this moment it's super evolved, and I believe it's number one because it's able to do anything with your device, and it can modify everything in your settings. You can even say to change, for example, settings in your camera. If you don't want to shoot in 4K, just say that to Bixby and say it to open the camera in with settings in 1080p, for example, and it will open it like that. So it can do almost anything on this device. It's integrated in most of the applications, so it will know to work with the settings from those applications. Calendar, music player, almost all native applications, and it's working as I remember also with Spotify, for example, and so other applications. Checking. Okay, enough with Bixby. As I said, for me it's number one at this moment. I know most of the people will blame it for not working, for having that extra button here. Well, this year you don't have the button, you have only volume, you have on off or Bixby, this button, nothing here, and it's better because you won't press it by mistake. You can change the settings for this button. You can either reassign it for on off, for opening the camera with double tap. You have the settings there. Samsung decided that users should have power to customize their device. What else? Well, this is the battery, it's okay. The screen, the speakers, in my previous video I talked about the quality of these speakers and also about microphones. Again, for me, these microphones are the best on the market because they have the best noise cancelling feature. You'll be impressed how well we'll manage to do a noise cancelling in a voice recording or video recording this device. Just try it, it's fantastic. For gaming, you can play anything on it, either if you have the Snapdragon or if you have the Exynos variant like this. They are super powerful, and those 12 gigabytes of RAM will help you to do that. And besides all of this, you have that UFS 3.0 internal memory with huge speeds. You will get for reading, as I remember at this moment, 1.5 gigabytes per second. That's crazy, and it will really help you when you are opening applications and when you are doing something in them, because 1500 megabytes per second, it's extreme. It's a super powerful SSD. Keep in mind that the normal SSD on the markets for your laptops or PC have a speed something between 300 and 450 megabytes per second. And if you install that SSD in your laptop, you will have an extra boost when you start your Windows, for example. But keep asking yourself what you can do with an internal storage, basically this, let's call it SSD memory, that has 3 times the speed or even more, 1500 megabytes per second. It's crazy. This device, it's made for perfection. Every day I use it for videos, video editing, phone conversations, music. The huge screen is fantastic. I don't use as much as I would like the S Pen. I use it mainly for photo editing, video editing, and not as much as I would like for notes, because I don't have to take too many notes. The sound, it's very powerful. How powerful? Well, keep in mind that compared with my Galaxy Note 9, the previous model, I keep this, the sound for this device, for example, like this. Let's open it. Sorry. This is my ringtone. I don't keep it at 100% because it's too loud, and it's too loud even outside. I keep it at 70%, something like this. And on my Galaxy Note 9, I was keeping the sound for this, for a ringtone, at 100%. So keep in mind that it's a huge difference between the speakers. Very loud, huge bass, and everything is quality. You will hear everything very good. Headphone jack, headphone port. I know it's not here, not a problem, another discussion. I have a video related to that. For me, it's not a problem. I was using an external microphone with that port. That was the only usage of the headphone jack port on my device. A fantastic design. Another minus, as you already know, the camera should be here, because when you put this device on a flat surface, it will move if you press it here. A second test, I made another test like this on a previous video. It's moving. Galaxy Note 10 Plus, a fantastic device, a different device, I would say, an unique device on the market. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and please invite your friends to subscribe to my channel, because it is very important. As you know, on my YouTube channel, on my community tab, I have a lot of giveaways with I have giveaways with games for Nintendo Switch, for PC, and I plan to have giveaways even with gadgets in the future. But I will need to have more subscribers to be able to do that and to be able to fund all those giveaways. So I will highly appreciate it if you will like my video, if you will comment more often on my videos, because all those comments and likes will help this channel to grow. And it's very important to have likes and comments on videos, because the YouTube will select that video and it will look it in a different way. Let's call it in this way. So it's very important, even if you are putting a smile on that comment. So thanks again,